Hello, everybody. Welcome to Point Blue's virtual Vultures Big Sit. We're going to get started here in a couple minutes, and I'm going to bring my co-host on here. When he arrives, it looks like maybe he's here. I'm going to bring him on. We'll wait a little bit for folks to join here.
Hey.
Hey.
Morning, Lisa.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Nice.
I already started birding, if that's all right.
Oh, yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, I think I'll just wait a little bit for folks to get, ooh.
Crow.
This is gonna be, yeah. Do you hear lesser goldfinches over here?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and a jay.
Yeah, two jays.
I had a scrub jay just before we caught on.
Nice. Awesome. I'm gonna see if anybody else is here yet. Yeah, I think maybe we should just hang out and bird a little bit until we get some folks coming on here.
All right.
Let's see.
I don't have a tripod right now, so I'm gonna have to be.
Oh, that's fine.
A little shaky.
No worries. So what are your couple birds that you've seen so far? And you are out at Pine Gulch, one of our study sites on the Laguna Lagoon. Yeah.
I kind of walked through the little forest here and had song sparrows and chickadees, chestnut-backed chickadees, and a black phoebe or two, Nuttall's woodpecker, hairy woodpecker.
Whoa.
Or distant acorn woodpecker.
Wow. Nice.
Oh yeah, it's great birding here.
Good woodpeckers. Nice.
Yeah. And then I made it out to the actual lagoon and saw brown pelican, long-billed curlew, snowy and great egrets and great blue heron.
Whoa.
Some gulls as well.
Oh my gosh. Well, we got a good list so far.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hearing the song sparrow here too. Lots of song sparrows here at the Laguna de Santa Rosa.
Yeah.
Preserve in Sebastopol. Let's see, what can I add to your list here?
Well, you said you had lesser goldfinch.
I had Lego, yes, lesser goldfinch. And I had California Towie.
Okay, cool. I probably won't get that here.
Okay. I did see a kingfisher already.
Oh, yeah?
Kingfisher. Yeah. All right, we got some scoping here.
Trying to see it.
Oh, Meredith's here. Hi, Meredith. One of my good friends from high school is here. Welcome. Ooh, what do we have there?
Pelicans.
Mark is scoping some birds on the Bolinas Lagoon.
Don't really let me zoom too much.
Meredith, if you want to share any birds you're seeing, you don't have to know their real name or their official name. You can put it in the chat. Cool. Well, I think maybe we'll just sort of do a little intro as people join here. And then we can just keep birding.
Right.
And maybe we can pop in on Palmarin. So yes, for those who are watching now and who will watch later, welcome to the Virtual Vultures Big Sit for Point Blue's.
Yay!
Woohoo! So this is Point Blue's 43rd annual Rich Stallcup Bird-A-Thon. And Mark, I'm going to ask you to tell folks a little bit about Bird-A-Thon in a minute. but we're doing this virtual big sit as a way to invite folks to get involved with Bird-A-Thon and join from anywhere in the world and join from your backyard. Just make it easier for folks to get involved and bird with us and support conservation. So Mark, do you want to give folks a rundown of what Bird-A-Thon is and maybe tell us a little bit about how you feel about Bird-A-Thon? I know you have some thoughts and feelings about it.
Oh yeah, I very much love Bird-A-Thon, and Bird-A-Thon season is kind of we think about it because I often try to get to participate in several of them. But so the Bird-A-Thon is just it's been one of Point Blue's biggest fundraisers since nearly the beginning of the organization. And what we do is we get, it's usually groups of folks, they gather together and go out birding for a 24-hour period, usually kind of like a sunrise to sunset thing. And we try to use that as a way to encourage people to donate to Point Blue by saying like, okay, if you donate, 10 cents per bird or $1 per bird, and we will go out and try to find as many bird species as possible. And so we go out bird watching. Sometimes it's at a single location, but a lot of times you go visit several different spots, kind of, usually in your local area, but sometimes further afield. And then, we have folks who will donate, again, by that we call like per bird basis, or you can also just, encourage people to donate and say like, I'm going out, support me by, donating $50, $100, $20, whatever it is that you can afford. It's something that we really appreciate. It kind of gets us out and motivated out into the field, and also encourages, our supporters to do that as well, because they can support the organization by doing their own Bird-A-Thon and then kind of spreading the word. And as I'm always birding and bird watching, there was something that distracted me off to the left, but I didn't see what it was. Yeah, and so I've been doing these since 2006, and I'm usually out here in Marin County somewhere doing them. There was at least one year where I didn't happen to be around. We were in Mexico and we did a Bird-A-Thon in Mexico, and that was super fun. So anywhere you are, you can do one.
Awesome. Thanks, Mark. And for those joining now, I'm Lishka Arata, Senior Communications Coordinator for Point Blue, and Mark Detling is one of our avian ecologists. And we are your hosts for the next hour, getting you all pumped about Bird-A-Thon and birding with you, your birding guides virtually for the next hour. So thanks, Mark, for sharing with us what Bird-A-Thon is. Ooh, turkey vulture! First turkey vulture of the day.
I haven't. I should usually get one.
I was trying to think of something fun to do with turkey vultures today, but I think we can just get excited every time we see a turkey vulture.
Okay.
And if you know any cool turkey vulture facts, please do share them as we go along.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, thank you for sharing with folks what Bird-A-Thon is. I'm going to share the link here if you would like to donate or join a team or support a team. I'm looking at a song sparrow right now flying by.
I just had a song sparrow too.
You can visit that link and donate to an individual, donate to a team, donate to the whole thing, or join a team. So for those of you who are new to Point Blue, our mission is to conserve birds, other wildlife, and ecosystems through science partnerships and outreach. And we have 160 passionate scientists working in partnership with over 200 other organizations and agencies in California, from the Sierra Nevada to the Pacific Ocean, along the Pacific Flyway from Alaska to Chile, and even as far as the Ross Sea, Antarctica, studying penguin and seal ecology. So when you donate to the Point Blue's Bird-A-Thon, you are supporting innovative solutions to climate change and other ecosystem degradation, such as community-based river and marsh habitat restorations, partnerships with farmers and ranchers to support ecosystem health and agricultural livelihoods on private lands, science-driven management of marine protected areas and ocean food webs, and much more. So we really thank you for joining us this morning. And again, we'd love it if you donated to the Bird-A-Thon, joined a team, got involved. It's really fun. Like Mark said, you can Bird-A-Thon from anywhere in the world, whether it's your backyard or a place that you travel to. Okay, so with that, let's keep birding here. And along the way, we're hoping to visit some of our field sites and some of our folks who work in different areas of California. So in a little bit, we'll pop in on our Palmarin field station, and hoping that we'll hear from one of our scientists down in Central California who works on marine protected areas. So nice. We'll see how things go with that. But
yeah, and as Lucia said earlier, I'm at the Bolinas Lagoon Open Space Preserve. It's part of Marin County Parks, but it's a place that Point Blue basically as part of the Palmarin field station has been doing research here for 25 years or so. So it's also kind of one of our study sites, as well as one of our partnerships that we work with in Marin County.
Nice. Thanks for sharing that, Mark. Yes, and I'm here at the Laguna de Santa Rosa Preserve in Sebastopol. As far as I know, we haven't done any direct work on this particular site, but one of our partner organizations, the Laguna de Santa Rosa Foundation, does a lot of wonderful conservation restoration work here, and we'll be doing an in-person walk here at 9:30. Led by yours truly and the ED of Laguna de Santa Rosa Foundation. Ann Morkill will be joining us and telling us a little bit about that, and we'll be birding this site even more. So lots of birding here today.
Yeah, I was able to add, I was just looking at the lagoon and had a couple marbled godwits along with the other things I've been seeing.
Nice, marbled godwit. Hi Dan, we see you're here. Okay, yes, we see that you're here, and we can bring you on in a few. Mark and I are just going to do a little bit more birding where we are on the Bolinas Lagoon and in Sebastopol on the Laguna de Santa Rosa. I'm going to see who else has joined us here. Rebecca Green. Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for joining us. And Dan, and I see a few other people who I can't see their names, but if you're here joining us, tell us where you're birding from today in the chat, and feel free to share any birds that you are seeing from where you are in the chat. We would love to hear that, and I'm sure other folks would be interested to hear that too.
Yeah, excellent. Got common yellowthroat calling near me. Makes sense because I'm kind of at the edge of the forest, more in the marsh, and that's kind of the spots they like, the marsh.
Nice.
And yeah, it's still kind of cloudy for me, Alicia. So I think my turkey vultures are probably still sleeping.
Yeah.
But maybe they'll wake up by the time we finish.
Yeah, I think they will. Sometimes they need a little bit of warmth to warm up those long wings. Yeah, I'll try to keep our turkey vulture tally.
Okay, great.
Oh, quail, California quail, I'm hearing.
Nice.
Oh, did I get California scrub jay on my list yet? No, I did not.
I just heard a raven. First one for me.
Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 species already. And it's only 8:15. We're doing good.
Okay, you can add willet.
Okay.
Get a few of those. That was greater yellowlegs, I heard. And if you want to add more, I told you I had some gulls, and I can break those down. There's 3 species of gulls that I've seen so far, which are ring-billed gull, and California gull, and western gull.
Nice. Awesome. I'm hearing song sparrows barking. And song sparrows, of course, are one of our key indicator species in the conservation work that we do. They're one of the first species that comes back and nests to our river restorations, riparian restorations. So we love those guys.
I just heard a Downey woodpecker.
A Downey? Oh,
yeah,
you're getting all the woodpeckers over there. That's awesome.
Yeah, this spot actually has a lot of dead trees, and so it's pretty frequent that you get. Let's see, did I tell you I had nuttals too? So I've had Downey,
Yes.
hairy nuttals, and flicker, and then the acorn woodpeckers across the street. But that's not uncommon that we get all of those right here.
Very cool. And Josh Dietrich, our Chief Development Officer, is joining us here. He's seeing chestnut-back chickadee and white-crowned sparrow, where
great.
he's in Santa Venetia. And Steph Beck is watching. Hello, Steph. Welcome. Let us know where you're birding from and what birds you're seeing if you would like. No pressure. But all right. So for those who are just joining, we are doing the virtual Vultures Big Sit. We're birding together apart virtually for Point Blue's 43rd annual Rich Stallcup Bird-A-Thon. We are counting birds for conservation, and if you would like to donate or join a team, I'm going to show the link here, and we would love it for you to get involved. And can I show that link? Okay. Pointblue.org/Bird-A-Thon is the link. Oh, there it is. It's going to let me do it now. All right. Hopefully I didn't show like 5 links to you. Sorry if that was annoying. California scrub jay behind me.
Cool.
No, the camera's not quite right. Yeah, a lot of scrub jays around here. Okay, who else is here? I don't think I missed anybody. Let's see. So, who did we want to bring on? So in a few minutes, we're going to try to visit our Palomar Field Station. They might have some technical difficulties. There's lots of, Mark helps manage the internship program over there and also the facilities. So there's lots of facilities work going on at the field station.
Yeah, there's stuff going on, and then also PG&E might turn our power off for a little bit. So
yeah, we're
see.
hoping to visit our Palomar Field Station in Bolinas, which is our founding field station. It's been going on there since 1966, tracking bird ecology through bird banding and nest searching and other bird surveys. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if our interns Mike and Ren can join us from there in a few minutes. But if not, Mark's at one of our long-term bird banding sites now too. So that's great.
Scrub jay. California scrub jay, of course.
I think Josh said that he got an Anna's hummingbird and California Towie in Santa Venetia too. I don't think we've gotten Anna's hummingbird yet.
I don't think so. I think that was new for us.
Nice, Josh. Cool, Santa Venetia there. And make sure you tell us when you see turkey vultures. That's kind of, I think for a lot of people, that's like one of the first birds that you identify, just because they're so ever present and they're pretty different from a lot of other birds.
Yeah, and you see them driving around, you're walking around, they're soaring overhead, and that bald head, if you see that really, people really, attach to that, and they can identify those pretty quickly.
Yeah. What other characteristics can you identify turkey vultures by, Mark?
Yeah, so they're, if they're soaring, it's going to be, it's a bird that's all pretty much dark, except where if you see the bird, kind of in the right light, the wing feathers, the big wing feathers, we call them the flight feathers, they'll have this silvery sheen to them, and all along the kind of back edge of the wing, it'll be that silvery color. And then they also, the way they fly, they hold their wings kind of just above horizontal. So we say it's like a V shaped. And so they have that V shape when they're just soaring, and they often rock back and forth a little bit. Like they don't just have a straight, kind of a straight glide. They often like, yeah, tipping back and forth. And that's not something that you see most like hawks do. So it's a pretty, even from a distance, you can often tell a turkey vulture just by that V shape and the kind of tilting back and forth.
Nice. Yeah, very distinctive characteristics. I know when you're completely new to birding, sometimes you're just like, eagle!
Yeah, right.
And they are pretty big, but
Yeah,
not
they're
quite as
definitely
big as
very
our
big.
golden and bald eagles. All right, we got a nice comment from Rebecca Green. She's at home. Ah, yes. Nice. Yep, Jim's heading to the Farallones today. One of our
Oh, yeah.
long-term Farallones biologists. Well, thanks for joining us, Rebecca. It's great to have you. And Josh just saw a mourning dove. That's another new species to the list.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, they're not very common out in Bolinas. Like, it often takes us, when we do our Bird-A-Thons out here, we have to like really work hard to find a mourning dove. Such a like common bird in most, kind of other parts of anywhere, really, but uncommon here.
Have you heard much about the mourning dove versus the Eurasian collared dove saga? I feel like I've seen more Eurasian collared doves than mourning doves now in my places.
Yeah,
that I counted.
I don't actually know a lot about that, like if there is like competition basically between those two species. But Eurasian collared doves have been spreading like rapidly and often in more populated areas. They're seeming to outnumber the mourning doves, but also maybe they're just more visible. I don't know. They're about the same.
Yeah, they have different sort of behaviors.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't dug into those population trends yet. I've been meaning to.
Yeah.
Okay, I wonder if so. Are there any Mike or Ren? Are you out there? Are you joining us? Are you there? Can we visit you? Dan, are you still out there? Because it would be lovely to see one of you pop on. I haven't seen Mike or Ren pop up in the chat. So maybe if Dan's still here, we'll visit him first. Let's see if I can. So Dan, if you are out there, if you can request to join, it doesn't look like I can add you at this point.
Do you want me to? I can drop off right now.
I don't think that's. Oh, there you are. Okay, Dan, do you have a button to press to say request to join? If you do, go ahead and press it. And then, oh, maybe that's the thing, huh, Mark? Because you're here.
Maybe.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna X you out, Mark, and then I'm gonna see if I can bring Dan Robinette up on here.
Great.
Okay, I'll see you back in a few minutes, Mark.
Yep.
All right. So let's see if we can get Dan on here. Okay. Allow your viewers to request to join you as a guest in your broadcast. Okay. This is one of those Facebook technicalities where I don't quite understand what's happening. It doesn't look like I have the ability to add you, Dan. Hello, Scrub Jay. And if you don't have the ability to request to join, you've chatted. Dan, maybe make sure that you've liked the Point Blue page and see if that makes a difference. Maybe that's, or that you've followed the Point Blue page. And we'll see if that makes a difference and see if we can bring you on. And in the meantime, I can share a little bit about Dan and the work that he does before he comes on. Yeah, Rebecca, I saw that I could add you on here. I see that I can add Josh and you, Rebecca, but I don't see Dan Robinette in the list of people that I can add, which is kind of interesting. I still have more Facebook learning to do. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Dan. And Dan, if I can't get you on video, okay, following and liked the page, okay. Sorry, thank you for bearing with me, everybody, as we try to figure out how to get Dan on here. Yeah, I only still see Josh, Rebecca, and Mark as folks that I can add. And you have liked the page, you've commented. Well, Dan, I'm going to give a little intro of you, and then maybe in the chat you can share a little bit about something that you're excited about working on these days, and maybe a few birds that you're seeing where you are. I'm pretty sure you're in Lompoc, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. So Dan Robinette is one of our senior scientists in the Coastal Marine Program. He's actually the Coastal Marine Program leader. His work's focused on developing marine birds as indicators of greater ecosystem processes. So he investigates how marine birds utilize coastal and nearshore ocean habitats with an emphasis on their use of marine protected areas. So really great work with MPAs, marine protected areas, down in the Central Coast. And he's been working on this stuff for a long time. Oh, request on your phone. Ah, the phone. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, so we're going to hear some more from Dan after we add him. Oh, look. Yay. Approve. You're coming on. So senior scientist, Coastal Marine Program leader is coming on now. He's going to tell us a little bit about what he's been working on and some of the birds he's seeing in Central California. Hopefully, Facebook is telling me that he's coming onto our live stream right now. Might take a couple minutes. And we just learned a Facebook thing. You have to be on your phone to be added to a Facebook Live. Okay, and we have Bruce Hill joining us now too. Hello, Bruce. Thanks for joining. And this is taking a little bit. So let me say approve again. Ah, okay. Let's try that again. All right, I think it's gonna work this time. Sometimes you just have to try a couple of times before a thing works. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And as we're waiting, I'm still hearing song sparrows barking from the bushes around me. Well, I knew we were going to run into some technical difficulties, and this may be the first one. That just happens on these live streams sometimes. Okay, so there's a computer phone situation. Ooh, Mark, you got 3 turkey vultures. Nice. Okay, I'm starting the tally here. We've got 4 total now. 4 turkey vultures. Okay, so Dan, I'm going to X out this request, and then I'm going to try to just add you that way. 3rd time's a charm? Maybe. We shall see. In the meantime, for those who are just joining us, we are here doing a virtual big sit. We are the Virtual Vultures team, and if you're joining us today, you are a virtual vulture too. Try to say that 10 times fast. And we are counting birds for conservation. We're part of Point Blue's 43rd annual Rich Stallcup Bird-A-Thon. And we're counting birds, and we're getting donations per bird species or flat donations to support the conservation work that we do at Point Blue. And so if you're just joining, we would love your support as either a team or individual supporter, or you can join a team. You can join the Virtual Vultures. Oh, connection is failing with Dan. Man, so sorry, Dan. I'm not sure why this is happening. Maybe 4th time's the charm. Let me try it one more time here. Okay, this is the last time I'm going to try. And then we might have to give up. And then Dan, if you wanted to share a little bit about any recent exciting work that you've been doing in the chat, that would be awesome. And any birds that you're seeing where you are. So we were hoping to give viewers and folks who joined our live stream today kind of an idea of what Point Blue is doing around the state, since our work is fairly spread out from the Sierra to the sea. And Mark's going to be involved with the Pacific Flyway Shorebird Survey, which is part of the Migratory Shorebird Project, which stretches from Alaska to Chile, where we're in partnership with folks in 13 different countries to protect wetlands and shorebird habitat and work with communities who rely on coastal habitats as well. So trying to get the people on here to talk a little bit about what they're doing on the ground throughout the state. But technology is not on our side today. So very sorry about that. And sorry, Dan, that this is not cooperating. So I think I may try to bring Mark back on here. I know he saw 3 turkey vultures. Let me scan through our chat. Scan through our chat and see if anybody else is sharing species that they're seeing. Any other turkey vultures? Ooh, I'm hearing an American crow. I think that's a new species for our list. Okay, I don't see any other species contributions. Let's see if I can add Mark. Mark, it looks like you're going to have to request to join. Great. All right, so the number of species we've seen so far, and I'll keep an eye on your request, Mark. Seen song sparrow, chestnut-backed chickadee, black phoebe, Nuttall's woodpecker, hairy woodpecker, acorn woodpecker, brown pelican, long-billed curlew, snowy egret, great egret, great blue heron, lesser goldfinch, California Towie, belted kingfisher, turkey vultures 4 so far, common yellowthroat, California quail, California scrub jay, hey Mark,
Hey.
raven, willet, greater yellow legs, ring-billed gull, California gull, western gull, Downey woodpecker, and a hummingbird, and mourning dove. So that's a pretty sweet list, and I'm not surprised because we're birding from the Bolinas Lagoon where Mark is, and the Laguna de Santa Rosa in Sebastopol where I am, and Santa Venetia.
Where Josh is.
where Josh is. Yeah, so 3 locations.
Well, I just
we're
double-crested cormorant.
Ooh, nice.
Had that one, and one more turkey vulture for my tally.
Okay, awesome. I've only seen that one so far. It's very overcast here right now.
Okay, so similar.
So maybe maybe that's what's happening here. Cool. So, ooh, scope view. Oh, nice. Hey, those are our birds.
2 turkey
That's our
vultures.
mascot. And we can even see the reddish naked head on the one that's on the left there.
It's actually interesting. The one on the right, I don't know, we might not be able to see it, but it actually has a dark head. And that one is because it's because it's a young bird. They don't turn red for several months. You can kind of see it there. But there's a few other features that tell me that it's not the much more rare black vulture, which there is one in West Marin County, but I think it's in Inverness right now.
Okay. Wow, that was an awesome view. Thanks, Mike. Yeah. What a treat.
I was also seeing, they're really far away though. I have a big group of shorebirds, but I can't tell what they are because they're just too far away.
Far away and small.
Yeah. Oh, there's some that aren't.
Well, we got some big shorebirds.
Yeah, I got some big shorebirds. Also a new one, American avocet.
Okay, American avocet.
Yeah.
Nice. And Josh just said he saw a house finch.
Oh, great.
Nice. That's a new one.
Yeah.
House finch. Awesome. I haven't seen a kingfisher zoom by yet. That's kind of like typical of this site here. Something that you can expect to see. So yeah, for anybody new that's joined, welcome. I'm Lishka, this is Mark. We work for Point Blue in communications and in the science programs, and we are here as part of Point Blue's 43rd annual Bird-A-Thon.
Yeah.
We are the virtual vultures, and now you are too. And we would love you to get involved, either donating to a team or an individual or joining a team. The Bird-A-Thon lasts from September 15th to October 15th, so there's plenty of time to still join a team.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's really fun to, we're just doing an hour this morning, which is awesome to spend an hour birding, but some teams spend up to a full day, sunrise to sunset. You can spend up to 24 hours counting birds in the Point Blue Bird-A-Thon. So you can cover a lot of ground, and I think probably the top number of species detected during a Bird-A-Thon, the record's probably held by Rich Stallcup.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. We should find out that actual number, but it's likely one of his teams. He had a lot of experience in knowing where to pick up species very quickly. So
yes, he knew where all of them were. So Rich Stallcup, for those of you who don't know, was one of our founding biologists, and he's well known in the birding world and the naturalist world throughout California and the world, spreading through the world. And he was a huge inspiration for many of us, and a teacher and a mentor in learning about birds, caring about birds, and being stewards of birds and their ecosystems. He passed on, I believe it was 2012 or 2013. So he's no longer on this earth with us, but his influence lives on with all of us at Point Blue. And that's why we've named this Bird-A-Thon after him. He showed me my first Wilson's warbler, and I'll never forget that experience out in Point Blue, and continually taught me to be a good human. So I'm very grateful to him.
Yeah, amazing.
Any rich memories to share?
Oh, it's just whenever I got to, I didn't interact with him a ton, but whenever I'd see him around the office, actually, I'd always want to make sure that I came up with a bird to tell him about. And then like I'd say like, oh, I saw this great warbling vireo or something, and then he'd go and tell me either some really awesome fact or some cool story about it. And so it was always just a really like a learning experience, but also super fun. So
Yeah.
I was going to point out, I got, where is it? That's turkey vulture on top of that.
I think you have to move the camera a little bit towards that way. Oh, there we go. All right. That's awesome. Okay, we got a message from Dan. Yes, we did try. We tried hard to get you on here. Okay, you are in Lompoc. And Dan sent us a nice message in the chat. Chickens, he's got chickens. What else? Great. Dark-eyed juncos. We don't have that yet.
No, not yet.
Mourning doves, goldfinches. Okay, and he started his first ever range-wide survey of ashy storm petrel breeding sites that we're leading at Point Blue. That's super exciting.
That is awesome.
And this is an international effort, partnering with biologists in California and Baja, Mexico. The effort's being funded by National Fish and Wildlife Foundation. We're excited to learn more about the elusive bird that breeds in small crevices on offshore rocks and islands. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Dan.
Yeah.
We'll have to.
Super cool.
Yeah. You got a little bit of a quiet morning over there, Dan. You got a good handful of birds for a quiet morning. Even if there's just a couple birds, that allows you to spend more time with those species and individuals.
Yeah. So, behavior and stuff is often super fun to just sit around and really get to know. You start thinking they have a pretty good personality, which you just see them flying by. You don't really think so much about that.
Yes. Yeah, I think the first bird that I thought of when you were talking about that just now, Mark, is the California Towie.
Yeah.
It's one of those birds where, I don't know, to me it's just such a subtle bird, but it has a very distinctive personality, and I don't know, it's just very likable. It's usually solo, it's hopping around, it's a hardy sparrow. I don't know, it seems, I'm going to personify here, which, some people don't like that, but it's a way to connect with the birds. We're not going to necessarily put it in our scientific reports, but it seems like it, has kind of like a gentle feeling about the California Towie. That's not a scientific comment. Thanks, Rebecca. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, Rebecca.
God, what's an avocet she likes hearing about? Yeah, nice, Rebecca. Glad you had some good time with Rich as well. Yeah. Oh, I just heard Anna's hummingbird.
Me too. That's really fun. And I don't think I heard it through your phone. I think I heard it
on your end. You heard it. Yeah, that's a funny thing about doing lives while you're birding, because the sound, birding by sound, is one of the main ways that you first detect birds when you get really into it.
Yeah.
And so when you do lives, you're like, did I hear that here, or did I hear that over there? Okay, hello, Roy. Thanks for joining. And you have a tip. Lompoc is Chumash word meaning lagoon. I did not know that. We're on 3 lagoons then. The Bolinas Lagoon, Laguna de Santa Rosa, and the Chumash word meaning Lompoc. And it's pronounced Lompoc. Okay, thank you for sharing that. Not Lompoc. Okay, thank you. Lompoc.
Lompoc.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Roy. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's great.
Lompoc. Perfect. Okay, scrub jay. We've got usual suspects around
Yeah.
here.
I got a few black phoebes that have been calling. I think I already mentioned that, but.
Black phoebes, yeah. I think I got that on our list.
And did you have killdeer? I feel like I'm not sure I heard you say killdeer.
I did not get that on our list yet. Killdeer.
I
Awesome.
heard it here, but I think I also, like, a while back, heard it through your feed as well.
You did? Okay.
Very distant. Rent it. Did I say rent it?
No.
Yeah, rent it. I just heard a very distant one. Maybe even all the way across the lagoon. But I did hear one here earlier as I was walking in. So.
Okay. Awesome. There's been some fish swimming around in the lagoon here. I haven't gotten a chance to see it, and I wouldn't be able to ID them anyways, but that would be fun to be able to ID the fish species.
You can so one of our annual teams is out on the Fairlands, and they've taken it to, like, kind of a different extreme, and they actually do it for 7 days, and then they count every, I don't know, animal basically. So fish count, and the salamanders that live out there count, and I think things in the tide pools we've counted before. And then there's points for shark attacks. They've come up with a really fun system out there. We call it the Bird-A-Thon.
Funny you should mention that, Mark, because we're going to have our very first Fairlawn live next Wednesday, 29th. It's going to happen, and we're going to be talking about the Fairlawn-a-thon.
Yes.
So it won't be a fundraising effort, but we'll be talking in the context of how we kind of, like, how much biodiversity is on the Fairlawn Islands. So Point Blue has had biologists out on the Fairlawn Islands since 1968, 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. We're out there in partnership with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. And yes, we are studying a lot of 13 species of seabirds out there, but everything else as well, we're keeping track of in different ways. And one way, a very fun way, like Mark is explaining, is through the Fairlawn-a-thon. It does help us get a good picture of the biodiversity on the island, in addition to the scientific monitoring that happens year round. So join us next Wednesday, Facebook Live. I'm forgetting what time, but we'll have the event up on Facebook on Monday. So keep an eye out for that, and I hope you join us. Jim Teets will be our main host. He's been studying the Fairlawns as well as ecosystems in the Sierra for many, many years and is so knowledgeable. So, yeah.
I'm excited. One of my favorite places.
Yeah, should be fun. How many seasons have you done out there, Mark?
I've been out there 4 different times.
Okay.
Yeah, one time it was only for, like, just a couple weeks, helping out for a short period of time, but other times it was a month or 2 in the fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so the Fairland Islands National Wildlife Refuge is not open to the public. It's not accessible. So basically, fish and wildlife biologists and Point Blue biologists are the only people that are allowed out there. Once in a while, there's special events, but that motivates us even more to share the biodiversity and science with folks in different ways, since it's not necessarily accessible. You can take chartered boat trips out there around the Fairlands, but
the whale watching boats will take a spin or so around the islands.
Yeah, very special spot. 30 miles west of San Francisco, little less than 30 miles, I believe.
It's in the county of San Francisco. That's where that's the jurisdiction. So
yeah,
most exclusive neighborhood in San Francisco.
Yes, most exclusive for sure. All right, I see we might have some new viewers who have joined, so welcome. If you would like to share where you're birding from today and any birds that you're seeing, please do so in the chat. And I'm Lishka, this is Mark. We are in communications and science programming at Point Blue. We are virtually birding with all of you today, and we're sharing how to get involved with Point Blue's conservation work through our Bird-A-Thon, our biggest annual fundraiser and fundraiser, I would say. So I'm going to share a link in the chat here. So you're welcome to support a bird counter, an individual or a team. And you're also welcome to join one of the teams.
Yeah.
Everybody's very friendly, our supporters and our staff, and they would welcome new team members. And the counts will be going on until October 15th.
Yeah.
So we hope that you all get involved in some way or another to support our conservation work.
Yeah. I'm gonna channel my NPR, and just, we are looking for donations, during this Bird-A-Thon period, but you can donate all throughout the year and help support our work.
Thanks, Mark.
We need
yes.
you might be able to purchase a tote bag. I don't know. We haven't done.
We do have tote bags.
I know we haven't done a tote bag thing like they do. We could think about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Josh got Buick's wren.
Oh, nice.
I don't think we have that one yet.
No.
Oh, I just heard acorn woodpeckers from the oaks across the way here.
I was gonna see if I could do one more
Scope view. And I'm not seeing Mike or Wren pop up in the chat here, so I'm assuming that the power is actually out at our Palmer Field Station.
Or they're too busy or something. It's a black phoebe.
Little black phoebe. Nice. That's awesome. That's a great view. Hello.
I'll also just show my view of where I'm at at Bolinas Lagoon. I'm looking kind of towards Stinson Beach right now, Bolinas and Stinson Beach. And then you can start seeing the hills of the ridge there, and we're, as we often are, have a nice blanket of fog. Just feels like it's been pretty foggy this year, which is helping us out in this really extreme drought. But the tide is mostly out, so we got a lot of mud flat. So the shorebirds I was telling you about, they're kind of pushed a lot further away than they are sometimes when the tide's a little bit higher. And then back kind of over to the road that comes into Bolinas, and this little trail here at Pine Gulch, as we call it, the mouth of Pine Gulch Creek.
Nice view. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah. I'll go ahead and turn my camera around and share a nice view of the Laguna de Santa Rosa. So it's also overcast here today. Hello, good morning. I'm gonna let folks see the Laguna that way. We're doing a virtual bird count for our Bird-A-Thon. So
Green Heron right across there.
a green heron? Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go see a green heron.
Awesome.
He's a big gray,
That's just, it's always great to be able to share our birds. I got another turkey vulture soaring in here. It'd be too far away if I zoomed in. Maybe I'm gonna turn around too. There's a turkey vulture flying over our other turkey vultures. Very small, but so I think we're up to 5 maybe total, which is great. I've got these yellow throats I was mentioning before. There's several of them calling. I might have to try to move into the forest a little bit more to see if we can run across some different species now that I've been able to look mostly through the lagoon. It's often a good spot out here in the open. You got lots of birds flying by, and being at the edge of the marsh and the trees, you get a chance to see both the species that like the trees and also the species that like the marsh. But as with Bird-A-Thon, we're always trying to get to see a lot of different habitats, which will give us different species. And I see, Roy, you're just saying you saw 23,000 Vox's swifts in San Rafael. It's in a spot, I think it's the McNear Brickyard. And I don't think we can count them for today, but well, I'll ask Lishka. Maybe we can include those as well. Yeah, it's an amazing spectacle to see if you're in the kind of North Bay area. You can go in the evenings near this area. You can't get into the facility. It's private and locked, but there's spots to park along the road. And there's these two big towers, and migrating Vox's swifts will roost there each night. And it's just, there's enough space, I guess, for a lot of them, and they do kind of like to congregate together. And so you know, they get sometimes really enormous numbers of swifts flying around, and that was 23,000 is one of the bigger numbers I've heard. Yeah, Roy says they'll be there tonight. Yep, it's definitely a thing to see, and I would encourage folks to take a look. I remember, what was it, last year or the year before, there was in North Bay, there was also the spectacle of the starling murmurations. And this is not quite the same, but it's just similar numbers of birds. I don't know, Lishka, if you're here. Roy on here was mentioning the Vox's swifts. He wants to count them. He saw 23,000 of them last night. So.
Oh, yeah, awesome. In Healdsburg or San Rafael?
The one in San Rafael by McNear's Brickyard.
Okay. Nice.
Oh yeah, and again, he was mentioning it too. The facility isn't open to the public, but there's spots to park on their entrance road and watch from there.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Always be respectful with your birding. We're always making sure we're not, trespassing or, walking in areas we're not supposed to. So.
Yes. Yeah. And keeping your distance from the birds, using your binoculars. Yep. So someone who was just walking here at the Laguna showed me a green heron.
Nice.
So we just added that to our list. It's kind of skulking around, well, not skulking, it's kind of hopping around out in the open across the channel, across the lagoon here. I don't think I can get a very good view of it for folks, but that was quite a treat.
Oh yeah, you can add one more turkey vulture. I had another one while you were away.
Okay. Oh, Roy lost the feed. Yes, we're still here, Roy. Sorry if you lost us. Hopefully other folks didn't lose us.
I'm changing locations. I'm gonna try to get some more forest birds.
Okay. Mix it up.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, we just have a couple minutes left of this virtual Vultures Big Sit. So I want to thank everybody for joining us who has come on today. We really appreciate you virtually birding with us. And yeah, we encourage you to explore more of Point Blue's work and get involved in other ways. We have lots of ways to get involved. Supporting through donations, of course, is one way. If you donate $50 or more, you automatically become a member and you get our newsletters and special invites and things like that. And then we have internships. We have opportunities for graduate students to collaborate with our long-term data sets, which is a very beneficial thing for a grad student to have decades of data to work with versus 3 years of data.
For sure.
So, and that helps get our science used and out there and applied to conservation better too. So we love that. And partnerships as well. If you work with an agency or other organization, we are always open to talking about partnerships that have to do with conservation, restoration, marine protected areas, education programming. So lots of ways to get involved with the work that we do. So we encourage you to visit our website and explore more. And I'm gonna share this link one last time for our Bird-A-Thon site, which is different than our main website, but you can get there from from the Bird-A-Thon one. The Bird-A-Thon website, you can see the Virtual Vultures team. You can see Mark's Lookers team. You can see all the other teams that are joining. You can form your own team on that site and be part of the Bird-A-Thon, be part of the annual fundraiser. And hello, Margaret, thanks for joining. So any last birds or thoughts to share with our awesome viewers before we close here?
Don't think so. Bird wise, I think I just heard Buick's Run, but I think we already got one from Josh, right? Yeah, no, I'm just really excited to get to go out again and again work with such a great organization, and it's always a pleasure to get out and you know, support the organization that I work for.
Awesome. Thank you. And Roy asked what's the website, and I'm when I say show the link, I don't see it pop up. So just if it didn't pop up for you, the link to explore the Bird-A-Thon teams is pointblue.org/Bird-A-Thon, all lowercase, no dashes. And then if you just want to explore Point Blue's work, you can go to our website at pointblue.org.
Yeah.
So, and Margaret, it's at 4,800 feet of Sonoma, California. Siskins, robins, chickadees. Oh, we didn't get siskins or robins yet. Thank you. Thanks for putting that in the chat, Roy. Appreciate it. Okay, pine siskin and robin. I'm adding those last species. Amro, and that is from, where were you coming from, Margaret? A higher elevation in Sonoma County.
Ooh.
Okay. East, 4,800 feet east of Sonoma. Oh, Sonora, not Sonoma, Sonora.
That does make
Sonora.
sense.
Yes.
I'm not sure there's any 4,800 feet in
yeah.
Sonoma.
Okay, so final number of species: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36.
Yes.
36 species in 1 hour from, oh, there's the green heron flying.
37.
From four
Okay.
or 5 locations.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome. I will try and share this list on Facebook next week so everybody can
Sweet.
see all the awesome species that we saw from hopefully the locations I can remember. I tried to make some notes here of those. So thanks, Mark, for being my co-host today.
Awesome
So fun to bird with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the lagoons, 3 lagoons.
From the lagoons,
that's right.
yeah.
From 3 lagoons and a couple of other more inland spots. So yeah, thanks, Mark. Thanks everybody for joining, and we look forward to birding again someday. And yeah, keep birding, keep enjoying nature, keep doing things to protect it with us. Thanks everybody.
Awesome. Bye.
Bye.